Alright, I'm going to try to make this intro as short as possible. So this is actually a really different versus video that I had in mind. I actually didn't plan on doing a versus match anytime soon. I was probably going to wait until the summer, but anyway, I actually just finished watching ReZero, and I really did like the show. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to try to do this, see if it comes out alright. So anyway, I'm going to be doing Wilhelm versus Julius. These Swordmasters are really highly skilled in their own right and have very impressive stats. I will not be taking away Julius's spirits to make it more of a fair fight. The reason I'm doing this is because Wilhelm, from what I've seen, he's very, very capable, and this will give Julius a bit of an edge. Anyway, if these two Swordsmasters ever fought to the death, who would win? So I guess I hope you all like the video. This, like I said, this is really different. I was used to doing Star Wars, and these categories are kind of going to be the same, but anyway. If these two met on the battlefield, who would win? Also, did I mention this is my own opinion? Wilhelm is actually a 62-year-old man. I saw that dude and I was like, dude, he's got to be in his 80s. Anyway, Wilhelm is actually out of his physical prime, in my opinion. I mean, that doesn't really disregard him. Don't disregard him physically, because this man is extremely agile and is able to keep up with far younger opponents. He has been seen to be able to ride the white whale while stabbing it with minimal ease. I know I kind of sound like an idiot for that, but I didn't really know how to phrase that. Oh my god. Man. But regarding his speed, it's outstanding for someone his age. I really do consider Wilhelm to be the Count Dooku of his era. I mean, dare I say, literally, I am very impressed with Wilhelm's speed. Now, in comparison to Julius, that is going to be a little bit... Oh, man. Because I'm still kind of working that out now. Anyway, Wilhelm also has not been seen taking any strain from falling from great heights. I thought I would put that in there because this fight's gonna be all over the place. I can already tell you that. But hopefully that is enough information, because that's basically all I could gather. He is extremely fast and he can withstand great falls. Alright, let's get on to Julius. Alright, moving on to Julius. Julius is a 22-year-old human male who is just entering his physical prime. He has been shown to keep up and excel in outclassing his opponent's physical might. I really do think that Julius is kind of entering that stage where he is going to be on the road to... He's really close to his physical potential. And hell, if like Season 2 even does his time skip, he might just be there. I'm not really sure. Hopefully they don't do a time skip, I don't know. Anyway, his speed is great for someone his age, like I just said. And with the help of his spirits, because I have to look into this more, because I'm pre-recording this footage, so I'm going to be looking into how his spirits help with his stamina. His spirits were obviously used to help defeat Betelgeuse with the help of Natsuki Subaru-kun. I like to, like, my buddy Tony made the reference that, like, ain't Anaton Skymore. Anyway, I guess you can see how, like, Anakin Skywalker and Julius kind of match up. There are some comparisons there to their physical might and to their lightsaber combat and swordsmanship. But I do enjoy how Julius is possibly one of the most flexible characters in the show. He has been shown to show a great defense, and his strength is really unmatched. And compared to these other people of the Witches cult, he is undoubtedly very, very capable. Alright, so let's move on to the verdict. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, this verdict was kind of easy to choose for me. While Wilhelm has a lot of source material to go by, and Julius also does, but not as much as Wilhelm. Julius is much younger than Wilhelm, but Wilhelm's outstanding stamina completely outclasses Julius. but I do see their strength lining up rather evenly. But because of Wilhelm's determination and speed, I'm going to give him the edge for the physical abilities category. So, but don't get me wrong, Julius is very capable and will be an extremely huge challenge for Wilhelm. So this was kind of hard to choose. Oh god, my cat just jumped on my thing. Anyway, this is kind of extremely hard to choose, but I think I've narrowed it down. Anyway, the winner for physical abilities is Wilhelm. Wilhelm will be using his standard sword for this fight, the one he was seen with while fighting the White Whale. Wilhelm trained for most of his life to be the master swordsman. His effort made him into a strong, determined fighter. Wilhelm has been seen using his sword to cut down tons of enemies with casual ease, and has been seen using quick attacks to mow down people. While fighting the White Whale, he was able to cut the White Whale's eye without any strain at all. But I mean, that really does take skill, not even joking. He was able to defeat his future wife, aka the current Swordsmaster, in single combat. Although he was not born into the Swordsmaster's family, he still has a large amount of blessings to his name. He can almost dodge any long-range attack, and I've also been told he likes roast beef. Not lying there. Look that shit up. Look that shit up. All right. On to Julius. Let's go. All right. So this is gonna be a shorter segment than Wilhelm. All right. So Julius's swordsmanship was absolutely incredible. Being only 22. Oh, Jesus, just thinking about that, it doesn't sound legit. Anyway, Julius has been seen using his sword to take down many enemies with great effect. While fighting Betelgeuse, Julius is seen destroying the Unseen Hand with, of course, Subidakun's help. Anyway, his strength allowed him to cut through the giant hands as well, and I'm gonna get more into detail about his sword and the elements and spirits that he uses when I go into the spirits section, which is about right now. Anyway, I'll get into the spirits section and we'll talk all about how his spirits and elements really take a toll on him and exactly how he uses them and how he's going to use them in his fight against Wilhelm. Alright, we're going to be going on to Julius's spirits and elements. So, Julius's spirits are going to play a major role in this fight. They are definitely going to help him because his spirits will allow him to have increased stamina and strength. Because of the power of the 6, I hope I pronounced this right, Kyusei spirits that are a part of his sword, he does have an increased edge. He has been seen using a long-range attack called Clarista, which he unleashes the 6-fold spell and it basically is a blast of pure destructive energy that he launches from his sword. Anyway, Julius's main magic powers come from wind and fire, and right now I'm going to be doing this analysis. I'm going to be giving you my opinion on who would actually win the fight, but before I do that, I'm going to tell you who would win the swordsmanship category, and I'm basically going to be combining Julius's spirits and his swordsmanship together because I have a feeling that just classifying Wilhelm and to Julius's swordsmanship, not including Julius's spirits, Wilhelm would effectively take the cake on that one. Because I've seen more evidence that Wilhelm is a more impressive fighter than Julius. But including Julius's spirits, I am going to give... I really don't like doing ties, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to give Julius the edge for his swordsmanship / spirits. It is a slight edge, though, but there is still a huge possibility that Wilhelm was able to overpower Julius, because I can see that happening, and it's very reasonable that it can. So anyway, before I go into who would actually win, me and my friend, you might have heard of him, the Rat, yeah, anyway, that fucking bitch. Me and him are going to be discussing who would win. Anyway, roll clip. So I'd like to know right now. That'd be cool.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know who would win the battle. Who would win?
Who?
Between McDonald's and Burger King.
Ah, McDonald's.
Fuck that, dude. I hate McDonald's.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Well, I haven't eaten there in like a year. So.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. But I gotta ask you. This is a real question. How much would you pay on a scale from 1 to 10? Julius versus Wilhelm. ReZero, who would win?
I would pay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you pay?
Is that even a question?
Yes! You should ask Tony. Anyway, go on.
Should. Seems like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's exactly what he's gonna be like.
What?
What?
Are you thinking over this?
I think, is Julius allowed to use his spirits?
Yes.
Um,
I am going to put that into effect because the reason being is because
how many swords does Wilhelm have?
He has 1.
Oh, well then,
Because...
what sword is it? Does he have the family sword?
No.
Play the game. Rem has demon.
I love that picture. No, it's not the family. You're talking about Wilhelm?
Yeah, Wilhelm's family sword is like Reinhardt has it right now.
No, I'm not talking about. No, he doesn't have his family sword.
Servestia, I think is what it's called.
No, he does not. I mentioned that in my intro, but I didn't specify.
Then maybe maybe Julius, but I don't know because what? Yeah, probably Julius because Wilhelm was married into the Master Swordsman bloodline. He wasn't actually a part of it.
So is that your final answer on a scale of 1 to 10? How much would you pay?
$145.
I wouldn't go that high. But what if I told you my opinion was that Wilhelm would win?
Well, that is a very valid point.
Yeah, it's a valid point. And my reason being is because I'm not gonna be biased and say that I don't like Julius because I do. I like Julius a lot. But the thing is, I can't get I wanted to pick two characters that would be if I wasn't gonna do the swordsman, I'd do Rem versus Ram, because I was thinking about that a week ago and I was like, dude, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds interesting.
Rem would win.
Yeah. You mean Ram?
Rem.
Why Rem?
Because Rem has her demon abilities.
Oh, I got them mixed up. My bad. Well, this is awkward.
Ram just has her wind skills, but she can't keep up for that long.
Didn't Rem say that her sister is more powerful than her, or is he just being nice?
Rem's sister, Ram was more powerful than Rem.
Yeah, I know that.
But her horn got cut off, so now Rem is the more powerful fighting sister.
Maybe she was saying my sister was more powerful than me.
Well, Rem is still really big on her sister being more powerful than her.
Who would win in a fight war? Rem or Natsuki?
Oh shit!
On a scale of 1 to 10, don't. That can't be out of the question.
Natsuki Subaru or just Natsuki from Doki Doki?
No, we'll make it more fair. Natsuki from Doki Doki and Natsuki Subaru. More of a balanced fight.
Where does it take place?
Oh yeah, we got to make sure the terrain. All right, so the battle takes place. Okay, we got to give a little bit of an edge to them because, well, since they're more familiar with the playing field, it takes place outside of the school, outside of the high school.
Directly outside of the high school?
Yes, directly outside of the high school in the courtyard.
Well, who is Monica rooting for?
Monica doesn't really care. She's just kind of laughing it off. She's kind of sitting on top of the sky, and she's kind of looking down, laughing. So the battle can go either way.
Okay, then probably Rem. Because if Monica doesn't mess with it at all, obviously Rem is gonna destroy her in the arse.
You see, I have a counter to that. All Natsuki has to do, Subaru. All he has to do is just say, "I love you." Rem will get really what? Nani? And then she'll stop, and then Natsuki, the little girl, she Rem will obviously see her in the beginning of the fight, and she'll oh, this is some small girl. She's no challenge. And once Subaru says that, Natsuki will come in from behind and tackle her, and then they'll just keep beating her. And that's how they win. That's how they do it.
I think you're forgetting a pretty important factor.
I don't think
Rem is a demon.
That don't matter. Love trumps all. Love trumps all. So closing statements on the Wilhelm versus Julius.
Um,
Who did you think was gonna win?
well, shit. I think Julius. Dab.
Well, I might have to take your opinion into consideration.
You see the fight that I put into the group chat?
Yeah, Kanakanaki.
Kanaka.
Wait, is it Kanakanaki or Kanakanaka?
Kanakanaki-kun.
Kanakankikun. This dude's got a lot of saliva, you know that, right?
Who?
I don't know. I think it's the enemy.
It's got a lot of saliva.
The music's pretty good. I hear it in the background. I like the animation. Is this season 2?
That's season 1. This is the season 1 finale.
Well, I don't know why everyone thought the animation was bad. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
I know.
Anyway, this has been an I'm Just Star production, Real Horror Story featuring English is my second language. I speak German in Italy. Peace.
German in Italy, not Italian.
Fuck off. I don't speak English. Well, I would just like to come out and say, my verdict has changed. While writing this and voice-overing, my verdict has changed. And I'd just like to do a disclaimer, that video with me and Rar, I recorded that about on April 1st, I think. I think, don't quote me on that. Anyway, yes, Wilhelm is going to be a huge threat to Julius in the long run, and I definitely don't want to discredit Wilhelm. I think that he is outstanding where he's coming from, and I do see an outcome where he is able to immediately overwhelm him and take Julius out. But while Wilhelm does have many, many years under his belt, and he was able to even beat the Master Swordsman in sword combat, Julius does have more going for him though. Be it though he is younger, with his spirits on his side, this makes him extremely dangerous, and will most likely overwhelm Wilhelm. Now, I do not think Julius is the most powerful dude in the universe. That seat is reserved for Old Man Rom, of course, most powerful man in the world, but he is skilled enough and would be difficult to face. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, Julius wins. But, you can't discredit Wilhelm. So, I'm going to do a little scenario, and yeah, I'm basically going to wrap it up from there. So anyway, let's get right into that. Well, let's set up the scenario. So let's say this fight takes place in the open grasslands of where the White Whale is. I don't remember what it's called because I'm kind of doing this from memory because I don't actually know. Alright, so let's just it takes place in the open field. Alright, so how I actually see this battle starting off right now is exactly how the fight with, I'd like to say, Betelgeuse and Wilhelm. No, Betelgeuse and Julius. My bad. Starting off. There's a bit of talking, exposition, stuff like that. But we're here for the nitty-gritty, so let's get right into it. So, I see this opening up with both of them kind of testing the waters, not really like going in like how Wilhelm was going in on the White Whale. This fight is going to be, in my opinion, it's going to last for a very long time. Maybe 10 minutes, 15, I'm not quite sure. It depends. But honestly, once Julius is going to start using his spirits, and after Wilhelm starts breaking down, it won't last as long as Julius without his spirits. So anyway, they're going to be taking jabs at each other, and these jabs are going to be, they're not going to be slow at all. These are going to be fast-paced, and this is basically going to be a battle of the Titans. So I'd say in around 5 minutes, Julius will start using his spirits. And since he doesn't have anyone to guide him through this and he's alone, he is going to have a little bit more of a difficult time, but not too difficult that would basically hurt his chances of losing. So anyway, once he uses these in Crucio spells and pulses and all these other different ones, he is going to have a huge advantage over Wilhelm. And Wilhelm, like I said, he does have a chance of recovering from this, but in this scenario, I don't see it happening. So, within a matter of time, Wilhelm will be cut down, but he will go out like a badass. And this will be a hard fight for Julius. Because of Julius's intense stamina and his speed, although I also do think that they are evenly matched in stamina, Wilhelm is outstanding. Like, he will be able to keep up with this. I don't see him staggering like Count Dooku would in that aspect, where Count Dooku, if he is not winning or he's at a stalemate, he will crumble in the matter of minutes. But in this scenario, I do see him pulling through. In the aspect that he will last until he's actually cut down. Anyway, so without further ado, Julius will end up winning the fight, and Wilhelm will be gone. I do see this fight ending with Julius completely cutting, I'd say, absolutely destroying him by, like, maybe a decapitation or at least a stab through the heart. I'm not exactly quite sure, but it would end somehow like that. Anyway, guys, so that is my final answer. Julius would be the ultimate victor. So, do you guys agree, disagree? I'd kind of like to know, because I don't know what my boy Rat thinks. He probably agrees with me. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I had a lot of fun making this because it took like a month or so, 2 months probably, and I really did procrastinate a lot. I don't really know why. I just had a lot of stuff going on in school. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will probably be doing more. I hinted at Rem versus Natsuki Subaru and Natsuki from Doki Doki. Now, there's a really big part of me that wants to go into Gmod and mess around with that, and I think I will if I get Roy to get along with it, but I don't know if he will. He's kind of stubborn like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Peace.